Well, we all love to watch movies and many like to make movies. And if it's your dream to make a film, well, how do you go about that? Here now, joining us live from Los Angeles, Hawaii-born and raised Kai Patterson, finally, who turned his passion into a filmmaking career. So Kai, aloha, welcome back to Hawaii virtually. Now, you gained some fame for your fan cut of the Star Wars TV series Obi-Wan that turned into a feature-length film. But today you're going to tell us about your own film that you just completed and released. Now, from what I watched, it's quite different from Star Wars. So tell us about that film.
Yeah, so it's called The Calligo Cuckoo, and it's about a desperate man who pays the ultimate price for envy. And it's kind of got a Twilight Zone inspiration behind it. So yeah, it is different from Star Wars, but it's something I'm very passionate about.
So how did you come up with this storyline? And the name is kind of an unusual name.
It is, yes. So the name has a lot to do with the story, and Calligo has roots in like the word darkness, and cuckoo. I just really like the idea of the cuckoo bird that goes and it takes over another bird's nest. It kicks out the eggs in that nest and it lays its own eggs, and then has the original bird raise their eggs. And so if you watch the film, you'll kind of see that there's a mirroring of that idea, kind of with the characters that I have in this.
Okay, and so Kai, we are now going to a clip to show a small clip of that film.
Solids.
I've always had good luck with salads.
So, Rick, what do you do that's so soul-crushing that you'd rather be in an empty bar at 3:14 in the a.m. than at home with a family?
Marketing.
Wow, okay, so very dramatic, very different. So what does it take to make a short film like this? And why were you compelled to do this?
Yeah, so, I mean, first, I always think it's good to continue honing your craft. So I always like to be working on something. And at this point, like, you know, I'm in the film industry, so I have to have a certain caliber of film that I do, and it's kind of a standard for myself. And so, you know, continuing to up the level of what I can do costs money. And, you know, and favors. There's a lot of favors. So people will come in and help, and, you know, just based on previous work that I've done or previous people that I've worked with, you know, they'll do favors. But yeah, it takes a lot to make a film like this. And I mean, the story was inspiration from kind of my childhood of always watching the Twilight Zone. And I love like that kind of eerie type of world building, and, you know, kind of like a supernatural twist to it. And well, just practically,
I definitely love that too, sci-fi and supernatural. So what is your next project, and how can people support you, especially from Hawaii, because you are a local boy?
Yeah, so I'm working on a couple of features at this point. I feel like that's kind of my next calling. So honestly, people can support by going to kaipattersonfilms.com, and seeing all the films that I've done so far, you know, and commenting, sharing those, but also joining kind of my email newsletter. Then I can keep you up to date with anything I'm doing, and yeah, and you can keep up to date and maybe be part of the process.
Wow, sounds amazing. Mahalo, Kai. So great to see you here, and really appreciate all that you're doing and spreading, of course, aloha in Los Angeles. And we will, of course, have all the interview with Kai on our website, kitv.com.